Welcome back. Let's talk markets, stocks, themes. Pawan Parakh, the founder of Renaissance Investment Managers, is with us on the show. Pawan, we typically start the conversation getting a view on the market. But, this time, today, we've got so many individual stocks which are grabbing headlines. So I wanted to get your thoughts in on Zomato or any of these new age tech companies, platform companies. Were you convinced, were you buyers in any of them at any point of time up until now? And now that Zomato has turned in profitable, and the fact that these large companies can clock in sustainable profitability from here on, hopefully, would you turn buyers if you weren't up until now?
So in the last 1 year, when these stocks corrected, we were buyers into a couple of stocks. And in the exuberance of these stocks getting into the black, I think a lot of these stocks have run ahead of what their fundamental value is. Because at this point in time, investors have to be cautious that while these stocks are just getting into the black now, their valuations are already at some few $1 billion, right? So they have to generate at least few $100 million in the medium term and few $1 billion.
Okay, just try and reconnect with him. But Pawan was telling us that they were buyers in the new age tech companies when stock prices fell sharply. And even a stock like Zomato, I think the low on Zomato was close to about 40 rupees sometime last year. And now the stock has more than doubled and come up to levels of 95. Yes, the 52-week low on Zomato was 44 in early January of this year. Pawan, you were telling us that you liked the stocks, some of them, when they fell, but now you believe the stocks have run ahead of fundamentals, and you would be a bit cautious. Can you go ahead?
So not all. Some of them have actually run ahead of fundamentals, because what I was saying is that, in the exuberance of these stocks getting into the black, I think, they're just making, not specific to Zomato, but I'm talking at the sector level. A lot of these companies are, just making few crores of profit. I think investors have to analyze whether they have a potential to generate few hundreds and thousand crores of profit in the next 5 to 7 years, in the absence of which justifying the current market cap would be very difficult. So in this kind of a scenario, I think one needs to be very, very, very cautious into investing in these sectors, and one has to be very selective out here.
Okay, so need to be cautious and selective in the new age internet companies. Got that. Pawan, let's talk about another really hot space in the market, right? And that's electronics manufacturing. In any case, these stocks were running so hot, and the moment this news came in of, a near ban in import of laptops, we've seen what that's done to a stock like Dixon, which is not even making laptops right now. Your thoughts on, whether the market is getting it right, or whether the market is getting a little ahead of itself, because these stocks have all gone through the roof. Are you comfortable with the sort of valuations that they're quoting at? What would you do here?
Yeah, very rightly said, these stocks are getting through the roof. But I think one needs to be cognizant out here that, as far as manufacturing is concerned, India has started making the right moves only in the last 1 or 2 years. And we've just seen the tip of the iceberg. In terms of manufacturing, I think we are way, way, way behind as to where we kind of background.
All right, we do seem to have Pawan on quite a scratchy line. We're going to try to connect once more. But in the meantime, like we were pointing out, we've seen quite a move higher in some of these banking names. So if we can just pull, a few of those up for you, you can see the kind of move that's come through on something like an Axis Bank, on IndusInd. It is one of the top gainers on the Nifty, almost 3% higher over there. So that one looking extremely strong. In addition to that, you've also seen a big spike right now in Coal India. So take a look at that one. Anyway, doing quite well for the week. For the week, it's up almost 4%. But right now, also, you're seeing a big move higher there in Coal India. And then, like Reema was mentioning, the entire pack of big tech names doing very well as well. Do we have Pawan back with us? Okay, looks like we are having some trouble. But, that was a chat with Renaissance Asset Managers. We will try to get you that conversation again. But in the meantime, let's quickly take a break. We'll be right back with lots more on the markets.